It's time to work on blue petals on our Star-Spangled Beauty ladder quilt. Blue Petals is on page 18. All of the fabrics have been backed with fusible interfacing, and I have the batting. Let's get stitching Blue Petals. I have opened Embroidery Essential Softwares, and I'm going to bring in the files for the Blue Petals. I have opened my folder where I keep my files, and I am going to open the quilting bundle. This uses the Floral 14 block by block, and I need the 6x6. I will drag and drop that into the hoop. I will go back to the embroidery files folder and bring in the blue petals. Now the last hoop that I used was a 5x7, and so I need to change this to a larger hoop. I am going to be using my 7x12, and I will select OK. I will come to the compass and select H. Now I am going to make changes to the background quilting. The 5 steps of the background quilting from Kimberbell are the placement for the batting, the tack down of the batting, the placement for the fabric, the tack down of the fabric, and then the background quilting. I cut my batting exactly to this size, and so I do not run the tack down of the batting. It just wouldn't do anything since my batting's already cut to that size. And the third step, which is the placement for the fabric, is just 1/4 of an inch past the batting, and our background fabric is cut much larger, and so this is a step that I do not stitch either. So I'm going to select that second step, hold my shift key down, select that third step, and hit delete on my keyboard. I do want to mention again, of course, that these are optional steps. You can run all 5 of the background quilting steps, and of course you don't need software for anything. You can just bring your files directly to your machine. However, because I use software, I like to take out the steps that I don't use. So now this file is ready to be saved. I will come to File, Save Stitch File As, and I will name my design. I will put it into my Combined Files folder, save that, and then add that to my USB. Now I'm done with this file, but I wanted to show you a few things in case you don't have a larger hoop like the 7x12. So I am going to change this to the 6x10, which is a standard hoop for a lot of machines, and select OK. And you'll notice right off the bat there's this big red rectangle down at the bottom, and that means that this file is too big for the hoop that I just chose, which is a 6x10. And when I brought the background quilting in, it was a 6x6 file, and so you would think that that would fit into a 6x10 hoop. However, it does not, and the reason it doesn't is because of these outside parts of the quilting. I'm going to go back and undo my delete so I have all 5 steps of the quilting. And so if I select step 3 and step 4, those are the outside stitching lines. It's a placement and the tack down of the fabric. If I select those and hit delete on my keyboard, you'll notice that that red box went away, and now the design fits in the 6x10 hoop. Now, you can use a 6x10 hoop. You will have to delete those steps, and then because there's no tack down of the fabric, you would need to tape your fabric down. So you would run the batting placement and put your batting down. If you choose to run the tack down of the batting, you could run that as well. And then it goes straight to the quilting. So what you would need to do is place your fabric and then tape down, because you can't run the tack down of the fabric because it wouldn't fit into the 6x10 hoop. So then after you tape your fabric down and make sure it's secure, you would just go to the next step, which would be the quilting. And then of course the quilting would hold the fabric down. And you can see that the quilting is just under 6 inches, and that's why they call this size quilting a 6x6, when technically when it has the stitches for the tack down of the fabric, it's technically, if you look up here, a 6.5 by 6.5, which is why it won't fit into a 6x10 hoop. So you can use that with any of the size hoops. If you have a hoop that won't fit your design, you can always check to see if taking out those last, or the third and the fourth step, which is again the fabric placement and the fabric tack down, if you delete those, if that would then fit into your hoop. So I hope that I just didn't confuse you, but you can use a 6x10 with some modifications. So let's start stitching the blue petals block. I will go to Embroidery and to my USB and open the Combined Files folder and choose the blue petals. I will hit Set and Embroidery, and I am now going to go to Layout and move this all the way down to the bottom to save all the stabilizer on top. And then I have to move this over to the left. I have my 7x12 hoop on my machine, but in the settings, I don't have a 7x12, so I have the 8x12 chosen, and moving it to the left will just compensate for the fact that I have a smaller hoop than what my machine thinks I have. All right, so let's get this block started. I love this floral design, and I can't wait to use this background quilting for other projects. So the rest of this blue petals block is going to be applique. I will run the placement for the fabric. I will place the fabric down, stitch the tack down, and then trim around the fabric. And that will be for the whole flower. And then at the end, we'll have some stitching. So let's get this block finished. I have stitched the outline for the center piece of fabric, and it is too bad that it's going to cover up most of that great quilting, but let's continue. For these appliques, I decided to run all of them and then trim them all at once instead of trimming after each piece of material. They weren't overlapping. I did a few times just cut to make sure that it wasn't going to overlap, but there's really no issue of the fabric getting caught in the other stitching. So now I'm going to trim up all three and continue. I love this block. I love this sketchy outline and the cute little flowers. They look like little stars. I did take the basting stitches out of this block and I have pressed it. So I am going to go ahead and trim right next to the batting line so that the stabilizer is out of the seam allowance and there will be less bulk when I sew this together.